Hola, my name is Ryan, and during my stay here in Havana, I really wanted to get a true feel of how the locals felt about this new upcoming tourism boost that they will shortly be experiencing. Please, watch this following interview and see how the locals truly feel about their culture being extended to Americans.
During my stay in Cuba, I met up with two locals, Ignacio and Ignatius. They took me to many spots I would have not found on my own to get that true Havana feel. During my trip here, I interviewed them on the hard-hitting questions that us Americans need to know before visiting to Cuba.
Hello, and thank you for watching Channel 9 Havana. My name is Ryan Clary. I'm here with Ignatius. Today we're going to just talk about a little bit of how he feels about the new tourism coming in now that sanctions have been lifted. So Ignatius, how do you feel about the tourists being here, eating your food, filling your streets?
Okay.
Alright, it's okay. And when it comes to the beaches, now that the beaches are kind of crowded with American tourists, does that bother you at all?
Okay.
Alright, it's okay. And so now when you go down to the local pub and the bars are just packed with American tourists, you can't even get a drink as a local. How do you feel about that?
Okay.
You heard it here, folks. The Cuban people are totally okay with tourists and Americans coming in and just filling their land, spending money and having a great time. Thank you for tuning in to Channel 9 Havana. Hello, and thank you for joining us here at Havana 9. Today we're with Ignacio. We want to ask him about how he feels now that sanctions have been lifted and more tourists are visiting Cuba every day. Ignacio?
La maricón de América no es bueno. Vamos aquí y va a tirar las mujeres en la aviones y tiramos en la ocean y solo queremos beber las versas en tranquilo, pero los americanos vamos y va a quitar todo. Oh, no van a tener
So
nada.
basically what he's saying is the country is thankful to have all these tourists here. They're just bringing in money and really learning about the culture.
Malo.
You heard it here first, folks. Channel 9 Havana.
It was after that second interview that I realized both of the local guides that the agency connected me with didn't speak a drop of English. Over the course of 3 days, I was able to teach them enough English so that we could have a meaningful conversation. What you're about to see in these next interviews will amaze you.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Channel 9 Havana. I'm Ryan Clary, and here I am with Ignatius, a local of Havana. Ignatius, in a couple words, can you just tell me about how you feel about everything going on here with the tourism?
Yeah, fuck you! I don't know, it's okay, but I try to walk around and I make reservations and what is this? I just like to show up and eat the rice and beans and be good, and sometimes I just can't do it. I like to sleep with many women, and a lot of times, with all the white faces, you just can't get any women anymore, Oh, my wife isn't gonna see this, no?
No.
Okay,
She won't see
so
this.
sleeping with all these women, it used to be so easy, but nowadays it just become this problem. And the noise, I know it's all the locals, but they blame it on the white faces,
Right.
So you understand, yeah?
You heard it here, folks. Channel 9 Havana, signing off. Hello and welcome again. Joining us here, Havana on Channel 9. I am with Ignacio. Today we want to ask him how he feels about the tourism now that sanctions have been lifted. Ignacio, what do you see here?
Hola. 25 years ago.
And you heard it here, folks. Ignacio loves it. Americans are welcome. We're having a great time.
Ignacio and Ignatius graciously offered to take me for a tour around their beautiful country. We started in Havana and drove all the way down to Trinidad, stopping at many unique restaurants and shops along the way.
Hello and thank you for joining me, Channel 9 Havana. Here we are on Mira Azul, where I want to talk to a local. Excuse me, senor. How do you feel about the beach being overrun by tourists?
I remember a time where we would be able to play out on the beach with our families and enjoy a good time. There's too many people now. Everyone's taking up all the space, all the water, and you can't even sit out and have a good time. You know what I mean? It's too many people. I wish everyone would just go home.
So you heard it here, folks. It's really getting overcrowded. No space to do really any activities or enjoy the sun. So checking in with you live, Channel 9 Havana. Thank you. Ask her, please, ask her, how does she feel about this beautiful water and being out here?
Con la mar es muy bonito. ¿Cómo se siente?
Bonita. You heard it here, folks. A local telling you how it is.
Bonita!
Mar Azul. Gracias, señora.
Will repairing our relationship with Cuba truly help the Cuban people? I guess only time will tell. Until then, they're still gonna shake their maracas. They're still gonna salsa. They'll continue eating their rice and beans and loving their families. Maybe these people don't have a lot, but what they do have is special. I can honestly say that the time I've spent here will greatly affect the rest of my life. I'll always cherish the friendship I have made in Ignatius and Ignacio. This is Ryan Clary of Havana 9, signing off.